The streets of New Orleans will be filled Tuesday with costumed revelers, dazzling floats featuring kings and queens, and people of all ages screaming for trinkets and beads. Lots of beads. Tuesday marks the culmination of the carnival season, which started January 6. The biggest parades take place along the St. Charles Avenue parade route, where the crew of Zulu kicks off the morning's parades and is followed by the crew of Rex. Families, tourists and locals set up their chairs and ladders early to get a good seat for catching the trinkets thrown by riders on the floats. The handcrafted coconuts handed out by members of Zulu are particularly sought after. In another part of the city, people dressed in elaborate costumes take part in the St. Anne's Parade, an eclectic walking parade that starts in the Bywater and Marigny neighborhoods and ends in the French Quarter. Members of various Mardi Gras Indian tribes, they're African American rather than Native American, will also be out on the streets in hand-sewn, beaded and feathered outfits that they have been working on for months. At the stroke of midnight, police on horseback do a ceremonial clearing of revelers on Bourbon Street to mark the formal end of the carnival season before Lent begins Wednesday. The word carnival comes from the Latin words meaning farewell to flesh, and was originally a time to revel and to use up all the fat and meat in the larder before the austerities of Lent. This year's Mardi Gras season was marred by a suspected drunken driving incident that sent more than 20 people watching a parade to the hospital Saturday night. No one was killed. Police say a drunken driver whose blood alcohol level was nearly 3 times the legal limit plowed into a crowd of people watching the crew of Endymion parade in the Mid-City neighborhood. The driver, identified as 25-year-old Nielsen Ritsuo, was arrested and is being held on $125,000 bond. On Sunday, a man fell off a float and injured himself near the end of another parade. Penny Larson, a spokesman for the crew of Tote, told the Times-Picayune, bit.ly web link, the man had a concussion but was reported to be responsive.